A very good evening. First of all, thank you for having me here. I hope that you are enjoying the session as well as the weather here in Mumbai. If in case you're not, you should come along with me to Delhi. It's really hot. We are neighbors to sun. Good evening, everyone. My name is Mahesh, and I'm founder and CEO of PayMe. Today, we are here to talk about how the fintech look like, because we have reached to a phase now how it will move forward from here, what has been the journey. So before I start, let me just walk you through how the banking has started, maybe a brief about the banking history. So as we all know that financial services are integral part of our life, and banking system, or maybe the base of banking started somewhere 10,000 BC with the start of barter system. Since then, it has evolved in phases, many phases, I would say. Together, we also have seen a couple of phases out of it. Maybe we started from traditional token system banking, then migrated to digital internet banking, from digital internet banking to mobile banking, and now, of course, we have a very cool way of doing banking on our mobile apps. We give more credit to UI, UX, and the experiences these days. But that has not been traveled over a week, over a period, over a days or months. It has taken time. How this has taken shape over last 1.5 decades, that is more important. So more rapid change has come over 1.5 decades. Maybe to walk you through, let me take you with my story. So I migrated from a very small village in search of job to Delhi almost a decade and a half back. After initial struggle, I was able to secure a job for myself. But my struggle didn't end here. It started actually. That was a phase when I wanted to sometimes go home during my holidays, maybe wanted to send something to my parents. My savings were thin, my earnings were also thin, and that was a tough period. The only option I had got that I can knock the doors to bank for some sort of credit. I did so, but what I got is a denial. It was never accepted. Some of them were saying that you don't have a permanent home here, you don't have a credit history, you're not very established with your career, so it's difficult for us to trust you. And unfortunately, it took me 3 years to get my first credit card. And that is not enough. It took almost 5 years to get me my first personal loan. After a decade, when I look back, I realized that things have not changed much. Things are still the same. There is no scope, nobody wants to lend to NTCs, nobody wants to lend to blue collar, nobody wants to lend to people who are probably into their early jobs. So that is where we conceptualize PayMe, and to sort this problem, probably we launch a app-based lending platform from where the customer can start their journey. What we offer is basically initial small ticket size loans through which a customer can start their journey, and then they can get migrated and become one of the nice customers for the bank. Together, today we are serving more than 5 million customers, almost. We are offering loans, 100,000 customers, and maybe solving 3,000 tickets in a single day. Every day we get 20,000 registered users on our mobile app. But this was not possible alone. Together as a company or as a team, it would have been really difficult to build this system if the infrastructure was not there and it was not ready. So definitely I give this credit to the whole ecosystem and whole industry. So guys somewhere is innovating probably the payment system, someone is innovating the ticketing system, someone innovated the underwriting processes so that we are able to do it in just a couple of minutes. So when we started, this was a dream that we wanted to offer credit in just 3-to-1 mechanism, wherein we thought that maximum within 3 minutes the complete origination should happen. Within 2 minutes, we should be able to understand and probably underwrite the customer. And in 1 minute, maybe the money should be there in the account. This is possible today because there is a lot revolutionization happened, not only in payments, even in across the ecosystem. So of course, thanks to everyone who has been able to contribute to this. Now, it's a phase of industry. We have reached to a milestone. Of course, there are some certain challenges which every industry faces. So let's take a look of the current challenges, maybe what I see that industry is going through. One and the foremost one that we've been talking a lot about digital transformation, especially the traditional and rural bank, the NBFCs who have very high AUM under them. So always digital transformation has to happen in a customer-centric way. It is not this improvising or improving front end or back end. It has to have a holistic approach, and we should bear in mind that that's a costly stuff. So whenever we are planning for digital transformation, we have to be very careful because it's not only one-time cost, there is a maintenance also. Give it a rational thought and think about it. Second is the cybersecurity. If we go to internet, maybe newspapers, the stories are filled. Since we have moved into an internet era, everybody is connected through internet. There is a lot, despite there is a lot data protection and other acts are coming, still cybersecurity is a big threat. And today, as an industry, we have to tackle it very efficiently. And each one of us has to contribute to probably solve this. Third is offering the right product to the right customer. That is another challenge. I'm sure most of you would have put your mobile phone on silent. It's not because that you are worried that your boss would call or somebody else, but most of you are worried that some agent from a bank would call, sir, credit card chahiye kya? So that's not something which we should be probably building any further. We should have a vision and probably an understanding, a lot of attribution we need to bring in together so that we can write the right product to the right consumer at the right time. That might need lots of customization also, but of course, I think as an industry, we'll find the solution. Last but not the least, the loyalty program. So what I believe that cashback era is gone. Some of these startups, they've been able to acquire a hell lot of customers by offering cashback, but they have lost all those customers in the cashback war itself. So we should ensure that cashback should not be the only way of acquiring customer base going forward. You should be definitely thinking more revolutionized and right product which can add value to the customer's lifestyle, life cycle, as well as help us in retaining those consumer base for longer period of time. Let's have a look how the future look like from here. So one point, there is no stagnation for fintech that we all have to bear in mind. Whatever has been the growth or whatever has been the thought, maybe some of the panelists, you must have heard that, was it a bubble? Is it going to burst? So industry data says that there is no stagnation to fintech. And India's fintech market is going to touch 1.3 trillion by 2025 itself, with a CAGR of 31% almost. So what will drive this, as of course everybody is talking about multifold growth, 20x, 30x over the last period of time, in last 5 years basically, is this going to sustain? What will be the next key driver? There are a couple of things which we, and as a team, have jotted down. One and the foremost key driver would be the new people who are migrating and probably becoming trustworthy or bankable. So government initiative around Jan Dhan and other stuff which governments have brought over the period. There is close to 140 million low-income group households are going to migrate to middle-income group household in next 4 or 5 years. So they will be the one bankable population on which we all will be banking. Probably they could be the right customer set for us. We must be looking forward. That will bring one kind of growth for the whole industry. The second, that there is a lot innovation which has happened in the payment system over a period, but it is probably yet to see the another height. So payment will continue to revolutionize itself. We will see more coming from the payment. And as per the data from the government side as well as from the research reports, probably by 2025, 65% of the payments in India are going through digitally only, going to happen digitally only. So there is lesser scope for cash transaction going ahead. That we see as is definitely going to be a growth driver for fintechs going ahead. Third, we have heard a lot about BNPLs. Finally, it's a reality. It came from Klarna and others, and then now it's a reality in India. There are multiple players playing around. Some good names are there. Lots of funding is happening. So BNPL is a reality. BNPL is going to be another growth driver, what we understand. So probably the growth for BNPL is going to happen around 11x in next 5 years, and the industry is going to reach to close to 40 billion by 2025 itself. Last but not the least, so we've talked a lot about neobanks. So far the neobanks have been treated as just one layer sitting on the traditional banking system. But there is a lot of innovation which are happening now. lots of Western players are also venturing into the market. So we see that neo-banking is also going to be one of the key contributors towards the complete growth of fintechs. So as we rightly said that Rome was not built in a day, so we are building this complete fintech ecosystem. Over a period, we have started from traditional journey and now migrated completely to the cashless journey and mobile things. NFT is there, a new miracle might coming, you're using that also. So with that thought, I would like to probably conclude, and I'm open for the questions. Thank you so much.